Mike Carey here, and you're listening to the So We Don't Forget podcast. And there you go.
Welcome to So We Don't Forget, the podcast with two so we'll talk about stuff so we don't forget. I'm Felicia.
I'm Jeremy. This is once again Harley. As soon as she seen the light on, she said, "Oh, it's time."
It's a time.
Because this is episode 80. But as you've seen,
Woo!
we skipped last week.
We did.
Did we skip 1 week or 2 weeks? I don't remember.
One.
Oh, 1 week. Okay.
That if you're watching the thing, you're like, why'd she just awkwardly wink? It has nothing to do with him saying we skipped 1 week. I just randomly did it. That sounds sarcastic, but it just randomly did it.
Wow.
Yep. Sometimes I do that.
That's life in the big city.
Anyway.
The reason we skipped last week is because we're working on a super, well, I guess not super secret. We can, what do you call it? Dangle the carrot, I guess. If you've been listening to us talk at pretty much any time, we've been saying about doing stuff with our band Pointe Hope.
Yes, bitch.
And we took last week off to work on vocals for our debut single.
Yes. It's
We've
also
already had 4 mixes so far.
Hey, that's what I'm gonna say. This
The fifth one might be the final one.
I'm
It's
gonna
seeming
say
like
this.
We're like 90% there.
I know me, and I know Jeremy, and I know I put my notes in there. I wish it had this, and I know Jeremy's like, oh my God, again.
Actually, no,
But
it wasn't at all.
I'll say this.
This is me. I'm like, oh, she's literally the only one giving me notes about anything.
Thank you, because I was gonna say that Jeremy dropped the first mix, and everybody else was, great job, Jeremy. Jeremy, you did
I'm
it.
like-
Oh, great
I'm
job.
like, that's great. Any updates? Brandon, I will say, in his defense, though, he's pretty much good because he gave me his notes beforehand to how he wanted the drums to sound in the first place. So I think to him, he's like, man, these drums sound great. Although, no, the trade one he did mention, he sounded like it was cut off, and I was like, oh, that's just where I started. After that, he's like, oh, it sounds great. I told John, I'm like, John, I sent it, and like not even a minute later, you said it sounded great. He said, oh, I heard the beginning part.
I
No,
did
John.
notice that, yeah, because I was going to say something about it, and I was looking, and I'm like, there's no way he heard the whole thing. And so, yeah, I guess that is a diss to you guys, but you got to have notes, and I'll say I have said a lot of comments about this stuff, but I would say instrumentally, I feel like it's much easier to get that stuff down than it is vocal-wise. But I
Right.
will also say that Jeremy has added stuff in this last mix, and I was like, see, that, you put stuff in there, and you're like, wow, that song was missing that, and I didn't even know.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I was currently
that's why.
looking at some plugins I had downloaded. I guess a shout out to Joey Sturgis Tones. I bought this literally 5 years
Sponsor
ago.
or not sponsored?
No, I wish it was sponsored. Literally 5 years ago when I was working on my EP, they released this product. It's called Howard Benson Vocals, which is what I added to your vocals this time. That's how come all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's what it's missing. And I just randomly was like looking through all my plugins because I'm using Logic. So that's part of the reason it's taking a little bit longer because there's like, I normally use Reaper, but I bought Logic this year because when we started talking about doing all this band stuff, I was like, you know what? I want to be a pro. I'm going to use Logic. And
Wanna be a
I
big
like
boy.
band and other people use Logic too. And then, because there's like so much stuff you can do on there. And then I was looking at my plugins. I was like, oh, I haven't tried this. I put it on immediately. I was like, oh, that's what it's missing. I was like,
Yeah.
man. I was like, boom, there it was. And then I added, like, she wanted some grit. I added that. The bridge outro, I added that. It was like in my head from the beginning, but for whatever reason, I wasn't thinking of how to do it. And then this last one, I was like, oh, let me just add it just to see. I was like, that's what the bridge was missing right there.
Hit the mic.
It's got an old school vibe. I'm not going to say what it is because you have to listen to it when it comes out.
And I will say this, at least for me, I think if you're listening, even not only to your own mix of a song, but any song, if you just like are holding your phone listening, you're not
No.
getting it.
Literally, I listened to it all the way on the way to work. I'll just hold it back here so you can't read everything. But this is all my notes I had from
Watch
the
someone
mix
zoom
from
in.
yesterday. Go ahead and try and zoom in. Someone's going to zoom in. But that's all the mixes, the notes. None of them are checked out, but I did everything on here.
I think
Actually,
you
no,
gotta
I
listen
didn't
with
do that.
headphones, and yeah, you gotta listen in the car. And my thing is,
My thing is because I mix with my speakers and my headphones, which I have. They're called iLoud Micros, I think they're called. And then I do have some bigger ones, some Caledonia LP6s, but they take up so much space. I didn't want to put them back on my desk. I had them on my old desk in the old setup, but it just took up so much room. I'm like, I want the small ones, but the small ones, like, they get very loud too. Yeah, but then too, like Brandon said, which I've said before too, it's one of those things, and it happens to everyone who mixes music, especially if it's their own. I forget what they call it, but you get into a certain point where you like listen to it so much and want to make so many changes that it becomes a problem. Because then it's like, oh, let me make this better, and then before you know it, you never release it because you're just sitting there trying to mess with it
Well,
too
that's what I
much.
think. Also, at a point, you have to just not listen to it for like a couple days,
Mm-hmm.
and then come back. Because then
Right.
I feel like then you can hear
That's how it
something.
was this morning.
It's almost when you like say you're like looking for something you lost in your house, and
Mhm.
you're looking, and then like you have to like I gotta walk away, and you walk away and come back, and it's just sitting there.
Yep. That's
So I
pretty
feel
much
like
how it
you
was.
just
Because
have
like
to
last
not.
night, I got to the point like it was almost 10 o'clock. Brandon was even like, "Don't you gotta get up at like 3 or something?" I was like, "Oh, I gotta get up at like 4." I didn't get up
It's
late.
fine.
I didn't fall asleep. I think till after midnight because then my mind was wired to like this music stuff, whatever. And I remember I finished the mix. I was like, "Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it." I put it on this morning. I was like, "Damn, that sounds pretty good. Look at that." So if you haven't noticed, we're doing it all by ourselves. We're doing all the recording, mixing, mastering is being all done by me. Shout out to Isotope because we love your plugins. Oh, I love your plugins that I also bought years ago. Well, I did buy it updated one I think last year.
Probably said, could you not?
Which helps. Yeah, sorry. But the Howard Benson, shout out to that, which I was just looking before we started at some other plugins that because I bought like a bundle when it first came out in 2020, and I'm looking at all these other plugins. I'm like, I didn't even know I had all these other plugins that I can download.
There
So
you
I'm
go.
like,
You never know.
look at that. I don't even know what most of this stuff is. Like, there's one just for background vocals. I'm like, heck yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to
There's
look into what all this is.
a lot of stuff to look into.
And I'll just say, how can I say this? This isn't gonna be the only single. I'll just dangle the carrot there, where
Dangle.
things are
Your
happening behind
glasses
the
are like crooked or
scenes.
something.
Maybe.
But yeah, every time I put
Be on
something
the
in the
lookout.
chat, I'm like, Jeremy's probably like, oh my god.
No. Every time I'm like, thankfully someone said something. I'm
Yeah.
most of the time I'm expecting
don't
like,
just.
oh, this sounds like
I feel like everyone's always just like, fantastic, Jeremy. You're fantastic.
that. Yeah, because I think it was the third one. Brandon was like, man, this sounds really good. I was like, thanks, but anything
I
else?
would just say this though. They said from the beginning, sounds great, Jeremy. Thanks, Jeremy.
Mhm.
If it's still not exactly done, but if we would have
Right. We're almost.
released
I'd
the
say it's
first-
about 90% where it needs to be
what
right
I'm
now.
saying, like if you released the first one, like wouldn't you went back to him and be like,
I actually
not happy
went
with
back
it?
and listened to the first two today, and I'm like, I'm improving. Look at that.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
when I did my EP, I did the same thing, and I probably had almost 10 mixes of each song. Because I would literally, I literally would work my job for 8 hours, come home, and probably would do like another 5-6 hours just working on it straight. And the same thing kept happening. Same thing happened. Finally, what happened was we went on that cruise. I remember I exported it that day that we were going to Uncle Dave's house. I exported it. I played it for Jamal and them in the car on the way there. I was like, hey, you want to listen to something? I played the original demo of that, and then I literally was sitting in Uncle Dave's house, put on my what do you call it? My hotspot and uploaded it at his house the night before we went on our cruise.
Jeremy's like, all right,
'Cause
now
I'm like-
I won't know.
I'm like, if I don't do it now, because I knew we were gonna have internet for a week. I'm like, if I don't do it now, it's not gonna release. And then boop. But this time we're actually gonna do like a pre-save and stuff, and there's gonna be a music video. We're discussing what we're gonna do for that
And
too.
it's exciting because we've done the band stuff before, but this is actually the first time we're actually releasing.
We
music.
have released demos before on YouTube, but it's nothing like this. Like this is like
no, and like it was,
and like that was like
streaming music wasn't what it was.
No.
what it is now.
I
back then.
don't even know because that was like 2014 when we did that, but that was also like when did Spotify even show up? Let's see.
I honestly have no idea.
Sport.
So I don't
I think it's like 2014 or something. I remember when I first heard it, I'm like, why would I want that? I want to buy all my music. And after that, I'm like, no. I remember when I
Yeah,
first got
it was
Spotify,
pretty
I'm
bad.
like, this is like life changing.
I literally
Oh,
use
2008.
Spotify.
Oh, wow.
I use Spotify every day of my life.
In Sweden. United States was 2011. I do have Apple Music, but I prefer Spotify just because it's easier and just where everything's at. I will say
listen
Apple
to
Music.
a lot of music.
Apple Music, they do have a lossless audio, so that part I do. I mean, if I'm drumming, I like to use Apple Music because I feel it just translates a little bit better. But I mean, at the same time, you're streaming music no matter what, so it's not going to be perfect. I feel like unless you're like, especially Bluetooth, because if you're Bluetoothing it, it's going to have some loss in there anyway. But all that to say, yeah, we're going to be working on releasing music. Our plan at the end of this, I guess I could just dangle the carrot now and say our plan is to release a full length at the end of all this.
That's right. So
You heard it here first, guys. So I was thinking, I haven't talked to Felicia about this, but she's probably going to agree. Whenever we do release the song, we should get the rest of the band on here so we can have a full band thing.
Oh yeah, that would be exciting.
I'm thinking we'll probably just do it in person because otherwise, who knows? They're busy and who knows what they're all doing all the time.
I don't know. I was just looking at
I don't know.
myself like I look a little tired. Funny
I'm
thing is, I was sitting
exhausted.
here waiting for Jeremy, and I was like, I'm getting kind of sleepy.
That was me at work. I stayed late a little bit, and then I'm looking. I was like, I never told Felicia what time. She's like, oh, I'm in the studio. I'm like, I pretty much just walked in the door.
I guessed it was around our similar time, and then the funny thing is, like right at the time we were supposed to start, I got a phone call, and I was like, when you're looking at it, I'm like, do I answer or not? I'm like, oh, we're going to be here in a minute, and I was like, I'll just answer and be like, all right, I'm about to do the podcast. But then, yeah, Jeremy just got home and I didn't realize it. But
But that's okay.
if anyone sees the video version, you see my hair is
If
knotted
you
today.
have gone onto our social media, we did post a little teaser of Brandon recording the drums. We should check that out.
Yeah.
We have posted the bridge and a chorus of the song before, but that was just us playing it. This isn't like recorded. Like, I remember the first mix, even when Felicia was like, "Oh, I want to add vocals to like, what do you call it? To like fill out the chorus." That made a big difference. And then, because I was thinking too, I was like, it's missing something. And when you said I want to add grit to the chorus, I'm like, that's what it's missing. And then bam, like I even told her too, the way I have it mixed, like it's very subtle, but like you can tell a difference when the chorus kicks in, which is what I want, because you don't want it to be
because
overbearing.
otherwise it all just was like blending in. I feel
which you don't want. Plus, it's all about panning and stuff, which I'm still learning. I'm not the best mixer or master guy over here, but I'm doing my best. And as we can see, there's many mixes. I felt 3 was close, 4 is super close. I feel like this next one, if I just sit for a little bit longer, I feel like that could be the one. Because then once I told them too, once we figure it out, then we have to figure out when we want to release it. Because then we got to make sure we get art for it. We got to take some, band picture stuff like that, do the music video. And I guess we could officially say it too. Whenever we do release the song, we will have a live stream single release show.
That's right.
Everyone give a round of applause for that.
Woo!
And it will be live directed by our very own Art by Tanya Brown.
Yeah, that's right. She's been learning the ways.
Which we've tried once, and it was a complete and utter failure. But hey, we're still working.
Just realized we weren't trying. It was like a test run. I'll say that.
And it was not well, and it was a lot of issues. I just realized I bought a HDMI cable. Was like almost 2 weeks ago at this point, maybe a week ago, and I was like, I'm gonna try. I haven't had time just because I've literally been working and then eating dinner, then coming down to my office and just working on this
guy
mix.
He needs to stop because he's gonna up his back and his leg more.
Actually, on Sciatica news, I'm highly disappointed because last week I'm like, I'm feeling great. This is great.
Then what happened? You've been sitting doing all the mixing.
And then over the weekend, it was Sunday. I literally didn't do any mixing. I literally laid around all day after church. Like I literally woke up and did my stretches. I prayed to God. I said, God, if you can get me through church and playing, because I had to stand up and play guitar and do a kick thing. I'm like, I'll be okay. And I literally got home and laid down the rest of the day.
So maybe Jeremy needs to take a break and not mix today.
Did we practice Saturday?
Yes.
We did.
No, we didn't. Yes, we did. No, we didn't.
No, we did. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. We did vocals.
Yeah.
We did more vocals. That's right, because we did gang vocals
and that. Mr. Matley's birthday. Happy belated birthday, Mr. Matley.
Happy birthday. I told Brandon we need to have a bonfire again one of these days when it gets a little cold out. Can you imagine that? A little bonfire, and your mom. They're cool people, man. Make sure they bring the bowl of candy like they used to.
Brandon.
That sounds wow, you really had to go like that. You know what I mean?
They're
cool people.
They are cool.
This little cat. Kitty cat. Meow.
Yeah, that's what we're working on. She's looking at her in the mic. Say down below, tell Jeremy to stop sitting mixing so much so he can
Well, because that's all I can think about. Like I literally listened to it all the way on the way to work.
Yeah, but
yesterday, and I was like, this,
to be in tip-top condition or not tip-top condition?
I want the song to be good. We're almost there. Like I said, 90%. Just a few little things, and then we'll be set. Especially now that I see all these other plugins that I have that I can download, I'm like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah,
well, this says Vocal Mixing Secrets ebook. I need to read that.
Trim's going to do some light reading tonight. Speaking of reading, is anyone reading anything? I'm reading a book. I need to get back into it.
Me, no. The only thing I'm reading is stuff online on how to make the mix better.
It's another romance, because what else would I read?
I don't know.
The thing is this. I would say 80% of the books I read are romances. We'll say the other 20% are thrillers. And I feel like people probably look at me and be like, why do you read romances? You're such a, like, I don't want to say mean or aggressive, but just like the video I had sent you. What does he say when the guy hits him with the ball? I just put it in the chat.
Let me see. I know the video, and I've seen it many times.
I love it. I literally watched that video probably 20 times when I scrolled into it.
It says, when he pushes my buttons a little too much, and I have to remind him who he's dealing with.
That's a mistake. He don't know it yet.
Just stay right there. No.
Oh, he don't know it yet. Oh, he runs after him.
He's going to beat him up. I feel like that's the energy I get off. But I'm also such a kind person. I will also say this. I'm not saying everyone thinks I'm a mean person, but a lot of people I think do. This isn't directed towards anyone, just directed towards life. And I just want everyone to know that one of my kids at work, he's moving on to another school, so I won't see him ever again.
Oh, that's sad.
Actually, one of my don't have favorites. One of my buddies, okay,
And she
and
she doesn't have favorites. She has buddies.
buddies. But anyways, they wrote me such a nice card of how I'm just so loving and patient and kind with them. And I'm like, you know what? Thinking like people need to realize this about me because I actually
It's
can
work,
be.
Felicia, though.
No, I can be that way towards people. It just depends on the situation.
That's true.
And
I'd say you're
think
nice to
it just,
Jamal.
well, yeah.
It's your husband, though. So.
I think I'm nice to a lot of people. No, I think I'm nicer than people think, especially like I just want people to be happy. But anyways, I'm like people should know that. And I did give him a hug goodbye, and I got a little teary because I'll never see him again. Actually, a very, very great
Are they
person.
moving far, far away?
No, but he's going to big kid school.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
How old is he?
3.
Oh, did you know him since birth?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
well,
his
that makes sense.
sibling. So
Oh,
great family. Great family.
bye bye.
Jeremy said bye bye. But anyways, I'm a great person. I just think more people need to realize that. I don't know. Maybe I'll write a song about it. How everyone thinks I'm.
There you go.
Because what can you do?
Like Bowling for Soup. I'm just sometimes.
Sometimes I think this is the problem. I think that people just maybe they're not kind to me, and that's my reaction back to them. So if I'm mean to you, you should look back into yourself and see how you treat me. That's what I think I have to say. And this is not pre-planned. This is all just thought into the moment. Also speaking, I'm sad that it's getting near the end of August, and
It's actually kind of chilly out. I'm sad.
today the weather was
because
not what I thought it was going to
I
be.
literally missed out on so much stuff this summer because of this sciatica. I did her. Jeremy's probably gonna hate that he swore, but I don't care. I'm really off about this. I've been thinking about this lately. Especially Monday or Sunday when I was laying around watching TV and movies because I was in pain. I'm like, I literally
This
like.
was supposed to be the summer of joy.
It was. Felicia even said at the beginning of summer George. And what happened, Felicia? George ended up in the hospital. That was me. I didn't officially end up in the hospital, knock on wood. But that's pretty
Knock
much
on
me. I've been
wood.
going to PT and stuff like that. I'm going to once a week now, but still, it's like, I'm like, I missed out on so much golf. I remember at the beginning of the year, we're like, oh, this is going to be a packed summer. We're going to have our band practice. We're going to do some live streams. We're going to record some music. We're going to play golf. It's going to be great. And then Jeremy's like, my leg
And let me
hurts.
say this about.
It literally happened in June. Okay? That's like
Yeah.
the entire summer. Okay?
I'll say this though about like spending money and stuff because look, say
That's the
you.
thing too. I've had to do copay every single time, $60.
Oh, I
every
was gonna
single
say,
time,
say
so
that you would have went
sucks.
golfing the whole summer. You don't have any extra money because you didn't golf this summer.
No, because literally I spent more on PT than I would have golf. Because golf would have been like what, $20 a week, give or take. And sometimes maybe 10, 15. Well, actually, probably 15. I think the cheapest I saw it when we had like the real good deals.
But you don't know if you're gonna get the good deals.
No, I can't when I'm like this.
Well, my point.
I was literally
is to
close.
spend
I
the
was like,
money.
oh, I was like at a point where I was like feeling so good. Like I was even doing like more mobility stuff, which honestly I think is part of the reason it is the way it is because they had me do more mobility stuff because I was feeling so good, and just like Felicia said, I've been sitting too much instead of laying down and whatnot. And then
Yeah, Jeremy.
I was almost at the
Go
point
lay
like, hey,
down.
you think I could go golfing? Didn't even get to ask.
Didn't even get
The
to.
thing that sucks too
But
is
I'll
they
say,
usually
dude,
have the golf
PT
channel on too, which sucks. I sit
PT
there
does
and watch
make you
it.
sore.
Oh, very much, very much. We did the one thing one day, and I did like a step, and I was stepping in the air and like kicking my knee up. It was the next day. Oh my lord, my legs were on fire.
Well, and I think people that don't have anything like that don't understand. Obviously, I haven't had
No,
that.
like
I
it's.
pray to God I never get that, but I'll
I
say my
remember the
shoulder
first time
thing was enough for me.
I remember when I seen Jamal
And
for
my
the first
elbow.
time when I had it because I remember we went somewhere. I was in the back of your car, and he looked at you and said, "What do I got to do to never get that?"
Jamal says that about everything.
Pretty much, but I just had a short little pain there. What was I gonna say? It just sucks. I'll just say that because even like because I had my checkup with my doctor, like, oh, everything's good, like because I thought I had to have. I guess this is just a little health update with Jeremy now because why not? They said everything looked good, and then I was maybe gonna get an MRI. They said, oh, everything, because when I went, I felt great. Like I'm like, do you need an extra refill on this medicine? I'm like, I don't need it. I'm good. I'm like, Tylenol is all I need. Like I was at the point I was just taking Tylenol in the morning just because in the morning it always hurts, just because you're sleeping. So I've been doing stretches today. I overstretched and I even felt it when I moved. And I'm like, why'd I do that?
Jeremy,
paying
take
for it all day.
easy.
And I was like, no, I'm good. And she's like, all right, we're gonna hold the MRI off and wait I think it was like 5 or 6 weeks, which is kind of funny in a way because it literally goes from I see this doctor and like 2 weeks later I see because it's like what do you call it? Not nurse's aide, but like their assistant or whatever. And like 2 weeks later I have my regular checkup from like all my health stuff, which everything's good on that front too. But it's like it's just funny how it works out. But it's like, come on. That's like
So
really.
I'm a tired boy.
I am. I think it's just because I'm stressing myself about this mix and
Oh
everything
yeah, and
else. It's
stress
like,
doesn't help either.
no, I've been
So
stressing
just let
myself
it
out with
sit.
this too. I can't.
Let it sit.
The problem is I get into spurts. Like lately, like, for a little bit there, like with my back, I was doing good. I think it was doing real good because I was like, you know what? You need to just take it easy. Plus, I think also I was watching The Rookie. So I'm like, I can just lay here for 2 or 3 hours, just watch The Rookie. That sounds good to me.
Maybe Jeremy has to
Well,
go back to that.
I finished it and then we started all this band stuff. And then I just got super hyper, like focused and determined. I'm like, I need to sit in my computer
Stop. No.
and mess it every
'Cause
single day.
look at what's happened now.
I
So
feel
now
it
you
right
need
now.
to take a break, go back to
feel
the
it right now.
Rookie.
But I can't while The Rookie's finished. I was thinking,
All right,
some,
pick another show.
I
Watch
started
West
Brooklyn.
Wing.
I started Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Jeremy
Well,
hasn't started West Wing, but that is
That's a lot. I
just
started like the first half of the first episode.
he didn't watch enough to get into it. And the
No.
thing is that is such a Jeremy show if he would just give it a chance.
She keeps telling me that. I need to.
It's such a Jeremy.
I literally haven't been watching anything lately. I've been doing this.
Okay, and I'm giving you your homework.
That's my homework.
Watch 3 episodes tonight.
I can't do that.
Oh,
I need to get this mix done because I got the mix done tonight.
Nope.
I was gonna bring it home to something else and I forget. I don't know.
Nope.
Anyway, it sucks. Oh, that's something to say. Because we were talking about lifting with the doctor, and she's like, "You're not lifting anything, are you?" I'm like, "Oh, just 5-gallon water jugs at work." She's like, "Those are heavy and awkward." She's like, "Do you feel okay to do it?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "If you need help," she looked at me. She said, "Ask for help." She said, "You're not supposed to be lifting heavy weight right now." I said, "I know." She said, "I'm gonna say this again. If you need help, ask for
Did
help.
you
Do
ask
not
for
lift."
help?
No, because I didn't need it. But she said anything. She
thing.
said that's kind of like borderline, too heavy. But she said anything heavier than that, she said ask for help. She said, "Do not lift anything heavier." She said, "You're gonna hurt yourself again." I'm like, I know.
This guy, what are we gonna do?
I think part of it too is like, what I would like had some pain earlier in the year. We still went golf. I was like, I'll be fine. I screwed it up more, and now look at me. The summer. I literally feel like George right now. The summer of George. This was my. I'm literally George Costanza right now. Summer George, and end up in, like I said, in the hospital. But I got hurt. Knock on wood.
Jesus.
Which sucks is I
Unless
keep
you
looking
think
at the
someone's
dates.
knocking. Don't even
Sorry,
look at
kitty
the
cat.
dates.
I keep looking at the dates, and it's starting to get cooler out, and I'm just like, this sucks. I mean, there's still enough time for golf, but I feel like the
There
time.
is, but first off, I have to say, like, I don't know what's been with the weather this week, and
It's been
'cause-
crazy.
Well, I'm like, it's kind of been cooler for August.
Mhm.
I don't know what's going on. We've had some weird
Then
weather.
it was humid. It was like we randomly had a very humid day the one
We
day.
had
It
a
was
very
crazy.
humid, then it was like raining, and then we had like wildfire smoke.
Crazy. They had the super duper flooding with the Wisconsin State Fair that they had to cancel.
Oh yeah, Milwaukee
state of-
got messed
Yeah, the
up.
Milwaukee Mile got flooded. It was crazy.
A lot of people's houses did
Mhm.
really bad. A lot
What
of people
else?
displaced. from their
And good news,
homes.
we did get to see. I don't know if we ever talked about it. We saw Fantastic Four and Superman. Like
Oh yeah.
I thought it was probably like a month ago almost now.
Great movie. I was actually talking about that movie the other day. How
Which
it was
one,
so
Fantastic Four?
fantastic. Yeah.
Did you see the difference between IMAX and regular?
Nope.
Like how much more you see on IMAX? Like
No. Oh,
you see like the top of the dude's head for the regular version, but you see like the whole dude's head for wherever the big scary monster dude was.
Scary monster. That does remind me though that there is another movie coming out that I need to see.
What's that?
I don't know. Pedro's in it. And I'll say this.
Oh, is that the one about where it's in like 2020 or something like that?
Yes.
I want to see
and
that. It looks good.
His vibe for that reminds me very much of how he looked in Last of Us.
2025, Summer of Pedro Pascal.
Yes.
What the hell is it called?
Someone did ask if he was my boyfriend. I said he's not.
She said, "I have a husband."
Maybe he'll
Eddington.
agree to that.
Oh, it says July 18th, which means it should be already out.
We're missing it?
Hold on,
No,
hold
it did
on.
not come out already.
No, it did not. This is a lie.
I knew it.
It did. It said July 28th, but there's no one.
What? If
There's no
I missed it in
there's-
theaters,
There's
I'm
no
gonna.
showtime around us.
I thought it was in August or September.
Did I thought?
And it has that guy who was the Joker in it. Joan Phoenix, whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Walking.
You can buy it on Voodoo and stuff
It's
already.
already messed.
You can buy it, yeah.
Oh
That's crazy. Maybe it was released in theaters?
no. It was because when I went, excuse me, to see The Materialist, they did a trailer for it, and I said, "Ooh,
Oh.
gonna see that."
Apparently, it's already been out. Yeah.
That's so sad. I want to see it in theaters.
Yeah. It's 1 month ago. It said it was already leaving.
Maybe
Yeah,
I'll
so
have
that was
time to
barely
watch
in
it this
theaters.
week.
Maybe I'll have to get it then.
Damn. Pedro, no.
Pedro.
I wanted to see him on this big screen.
Again. For the third time.
Yeah, I saw those other 2 movies in the theater, and I feel like nobody watched. I don't know about anybody in general, but no one I know watched The Materialist, and I love that movie. So if you want to watch that, I'll watch it again, and I will bawl my eyes out.
It's that good, huh? I thought about getting it on Vudu because it's
If
not
you
on sale, but it's
like
there.
romantic comedies, rom-coms, you're
do.
gonna love it.
You know what? Actually, I did buy because it was on sale. Kiki's Delivery Service. That is a movie. I seen Felicia post on her story, and I looked. I was like, "Oh, I really like that." Me and Felicia used to watch that on what was it, Disney or whatever, all the time back in the day.
All the time. I had 2 people respond, and they guessed that's Kiki's Delivery Service, and I said, "Oh my god, yes!" I said, "No one ever knows about the movie," and I don't know why.
Right? I feel like we talking to other people, and they're like, "What?"
I don't know. That's what I always said. I said everyone's always like, "What are you talking about?" I don't know why that was just like our movie. We always watched it. I almost named my cat Callie Gigi from that movie.
Really? I didn't know that.
Almost did, but like Jamal was like, "Who is that? What? Huh?" And I was like, "I forget it. I'll name her something else."
Yeah, Eddington, you can already buy it already. But the crazy thing is, this is supposed to be from like 2020, which is
Yeah.
crazy. Emma Stone's in it too. Oh, Austin Butler. Oh, that's right, because there's like a lot of people in here.
Wait, what's it called?
Eddington.
I don't know how to spell that.
Eddington.
Oh.
Listen to this though. You can rent it for 20 or you can buy it for 25.
That's
Mine says buy it for 25 at that point.
all the pictures I see show the other guy. I don't care.
Joaquin
about that.
Phoenix. The Joker.
Well, he's good, but I'm
What
looking.
else? I feel like
for
there's some
Pedro.
other Oh, I wanted to see The Bad Guys too. I finally finished The Bad Guys 1
I never
the
saw
other
the Bad
day.
Guys 1.
It's on I think Netflix. No, Peacock. I watched it on Sunday when I was here. I finished the movie. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, see, I like his vibes for this movie. Very like, I feel like how he looked in like Last of Us. I like him better at this weight. I know you can't say that anymore about how you like people at certain weights anymore.
Hopefully
But
she's saying it.
I'm saying it. This is a good weight for you, Pedro.
Pedro.
You look good. What's this? This is from Last of Us.
What?
This picture.
Mm-hmm. It is.
You look good here, Pedro. Go with
Let him
this
know.
look. I'm letting you know because I know you probably this from Last of Us too.
Oh, he's definitely watching us, you know.
Pedro, you're
What if he's going to be on our next episode?
Wait, what's this from? Is this from The Last of Us?
That's for Last of Us.
Pedro, you got a lot of good looks. Yeah, this is the weight you need to be. But you can't say that anymore about people. You're not even supposed to mention when you see people lost weight anymore.
Really?
Yeah, it's a thing.
I don't.
they say-
and
they
people
say
should
you-
tell me all the time, which they have recently again. So very good. Thank you. That's one thing I will say.
You
is sucks,
shouldn't
too.
because what if something's wrong with them and that's why they lost weight? Imagine if they're like, "Wow, you look great. You lost a lot of weight," and they're like, "Oh, I have."
I have cancer. I'm dying.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Yeah. How awkward is that?
I will say I haven't weighed myself since this whole thing happened because I
haven't
know
either.
I've gained weight and I'm afraid to look because I know I'll be extremely upset.
I'm not
Because
gonna reweigh
few month-
myself again
Yeah.
until I know I'm back in it.
Because when I last seen the doctor was like, if you lose 10 more pounds, you're no longer considered obese. And then all this happened.
That happens.
The
sometimes.
summer of George. I'm never calling it the summer of George again because I said the same thing. It's the summer of George. And look what happened.
Okay, we'll call it having a great time.
There you go. What are you gonna do, I guess.
But
Yeah, keep
I
an
guess
eye out
that's all for our update, though.
Unless there's anything else you got to talk about. I'm trying to think what else we got going on. I don't know. The
nothing
music
I
is the
can
main
think
thing.
of. Yeah. I was working on this, which
You
is
still got to
great.
figure out, this too. Shout out to Mickey for our being our last guest, which is awesome. We're still working on
thanks,
some other
Mickey.
guests.
Always fantastic to talk to you.
Mickey, the drummer of Show Off. I know some people get confused of which one's Mickey and which one's Maddie and which one's Kevin, but yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys to keep track of.
Hey, yo.
Can't keep up with the lineup.
I do.
I'm
Think
so
about this
funny.
sometimes.
I'm a funny person. I did see one thing. Did you ever see that? And it was like, do you know how much trauma I had to go to get this funny?
That's funny.
But yeah, that was Mickey that was on,
What else is
and
going on? Oh, we're gonna go see Yellow Card next month.
oh yeah,
We have a flight there, but not a flight back because the flights went
I'm
way up.
disappointed in that
Me too.
because.
But we're also talking of trying to do something fun the day we go home. So
But here's the thing: if that flight doesn't drop,
that's the thing. You might have
because
to
how
switch
much
it up.
extra money would that have been that we could have did it?
That's why I haven't bought my my thing for that yet. Ah, my arm just
Snapped
slipped.
off.
Yeah.
I saw a
Harley,
disturbing video
here.
today, and I did not send it to you.
Good, thank you.
I was just scrolling on Instagram, and it was in Milwaukee. A guy got in a motorcycle accident, and his leg got clean chopped off. It was like the legit video. You just saw blood and stuff dangling out of his leg.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah,
for not sending me that.
I didn't even want to see it myself.
Oh man. Whew, just thinking about that.
But I do have to say what's for dinner because
See, I'm hungry.
I had a muffin for breakfast.
Very good.
Lunch, I had some egg bites. And then I was hungry, and we have this popcorn. And I was like, oh, I'll eat popcorn. But you ever eat popcorn on an empty stomach?
I have, yeah.
It hurts my tummy.
I don't remember if it does or not. I know that it was Tatiana's thing for a while.
Yeah, so I need to eat something. What is that? Oh,
The washer.
forgot.
Or dryer or whatever.
Unfortunately. So I guess that's it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Why don't you also head over to Mic Cover?
Yes, our best friends. We got to get
And,
Ryan on the episode one of these days.
Yes, we do.
We were going to try for this week, but just been busy.
I'm busy, sorry. But yeah, check out our link below. Use our code BigBuddy. Go ahead and get
10%
yourself
off.
10% off.
I actually been thinking about getting a white one myself because I was looking. I'm like, because it would match when I game. It'll match my headphones.
Ooh, that would be nice. And that's why you could get different colors and match up your vibes you're going for. Why not? So make sure you
For
do
me,
that.
it's like Pokemon. Got to collect them all.
Gotta collect them all. But you make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share. We'll see you guys next week. I don't
Hopefully.
remember. Yeah, well, we should.
Depends how busy.
Yeah,
And
I
we're
gotta
really,
see what's on our list actually for our thing.
'Cause
It'll
we're-
be a surprise.
There you go. Because we're working on getting these songs done for you guys.
Yes, sirree, Bob.
Or where that came from.
So we'll see. We are so we don't forget. I'm Felicia.
I'm Jeremy. This is Harley.
Toodles.
Toodly doo.
Balloons.
Nice.